Hello Pisces, thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. I know there's a website here somewhere. There we go. I think it's Schiffer Books, if I can read it. Can't read it. Schifferbooks.com at the bottom there. It's a freeze frame there if you want that information. Is it Schiffer? Schiffer Books, yeah. Feel free to check that out if you want to. Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. There's websites for Sandra. I think they're all showing Hay House websites, actually. So here's what I got for that. So feel free to freeze frame there if you want any of those websites. I think that's all I got for her. I thought there'd be like a Sandra Ann Taylor website, but I didn't see one. Oh well, moving forward. What do we have for Pisces? Okay. Is this a person? Okay. The first thing I'm noticing here is you actually have the death card starting out, but like I like the number 13, so when I see 13, I think lucky 13. It's usually a change, something for the better, something that, oh, you got another one too. Financial constraints came out between you and whatever's going on here, which is another 13 card. Something about lucky 13 going on here. Somebody's not really working with you very well. And they're kind of being stagnant. They're holding something back. Somebody's holding something back. Why are they holding something back? Is there wait a minute. I'm getting like something is ending. There's a situation that's ending and somebody's trying to stop it from ending. They've got the Hanged Man here. They're kind of tied up in the whole situation. They're trying to make it more complicated than it really is. They're trying to make it look like there's danger or something not right here. I don't think that's really the case. They're afraid to let something move forward because they're afraid they're going to lose their connection with you. And for some of you, I think this is literally a business situation. And it's kind of like, well, that's kind of weird. But somebody might, like, for some reason they want to keep you closer to them. And by holding back this information, they're stopping they're stopping you from moving on. I don't think you're understanding what's happening just yet. You might have like an inkling, but you don't realize that maybe they know something you don't. When this next phase comes in, you may be completely moving on from them. And they might know that more than you know that. That's interesting. Take it with a grain of salt. You know, readings are for entertainment purposes only, and it's a general read and all the other good stuff. Yeah, because they see you moving on from them. They're seeing you move on from them, and they don't really want that. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles is in this deck. It's got that river there with the two boats. But I'm getting like it's time to make the decision, and they're holding it back. It's coming in the challenge position, like this is not being allowed to happen, and the choice needs to be yours. Ironically, I feel like the choice has already been made. It's just got to be presented to you, and then it'll all just start happening. And I think they know that. You've already made your choice. It's kind of like, you know, waiting for that better promotion or this, or maybe waiting for that better apartment or waiting for that whatever you're waiting for. But you definitely are already interested in the upgrade. You already know you are. You know what I mean? And they know that. You're very interested in the upgrade. even though you don't realize this possibility is coming forward, and they're thinking once that happens, you're going to move forward onto that, and then they're going into the past. The thing is, it may be a slow transition when it does start, but they know when it does start, it's pretty much, once it's started, there's no turning back. How much longer, I wonder? Because judgment is in your favor, that this will happen. It's just kind of waiting for time to wind down to the right. It's like whatever's going on, they can only hold it back for so long. Within the next month, I think it's about to come forward for some of you. So like anytime from now till for a month from when you watch this, I'd say it's going to come forward. And it's something you very much want with this Knight of Cups. It's definitely an offer you want. I almost feel like you've put this energy out to the universe that you want this to happen. And now it's just kind of, it's in this like holding pattern. It's just getting ready to land, and there's somebody just trying to block it, but they can only block it for so long. It's kind of, the situation is unraveling. I do see when it comes in, though, you're going to try your best to keep things going together. Like, you're not looking to walk away from anybody, is what I'm getting. You're kind of like, things can change. We can realign things. We can redistribute situations. Whatever you're dealing with, it doesn't have to be a complete end. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like if that's a lot of stress for you, that's why it's only going to be a matter of time, because by keeping everything going, it becomes too stressful, and I do feel like they already know that. It's going to be overwhelming. Because I feel like you're going to be kind of torn for a little while. Kind of like, I don't want to let go of what I already have, but I definitely want what's coming in. But keeping both of them is like really going to be, it's too much. It's going to be too much. And I'm getting the Seven of Cups with the, it looks like the Three of Cups to me, but it's not. It's a community. It's closely related. There's so much going on that you just can't do everything. You can't, like, I feel like for Pisces anyway, if you were to go out every night, and do something every night, it would last for a little while, but after a certain point, you would easily start feeling burnt out. And it would just be becoming too much. It's like you don't have enough time to de-stress and relax and just absorb your own energy, review things for yourself. If you're constantly going, it's kind of like, from the moment your eyes open and you get out of bed to the moment you come back home, and lay back down, you're constantly going this, constantly doing that. It's going to burn you out really fast. And I'm getting like, there's so much social activity and so many things going on, so many things you want to do. You're going to have to prioritize and be like, all right, well, I have to pick the top 5 things, and then I have to be careful because even that might not work. I might have to like bring it down to the top 1 or 2 if it gets, depending on how involved these things get. I might have to really kind of like first prioritize everything and then just go to the top 1 or 2. I feel like that because I prioritize everything and I go down and I bring it down to the top 5, then I bring it down to the top 3, and then I can maybe manage 1 or 2 without it burning me out to the point where I don't like it. Like, there's so many things you want to do, but if it's so busy that it just starts to feel more like a labor than a joy, then it's kind of self-defeating. So you might have to bring it down to the top 1 or 2, possibly, and just center your energy on those 2 things. So that seems to be where you're headed. This other energy, whoever you're dealing with, seems to know that. They also know that this is where you're meant to be. They seem to know that very easily. Like, this is the next transition for you, and this is where you're supposed to go. This is meant for you. One of these cards looks very blue, and the other one looks very yellow to me. Which, interesting to me. They're very sad to see you go, but it's very good. It's not bad for anybody. I feel like whoever this is having a hard time accepting the change. And I don't see like there's going to be, I don't see a permanent ending unless they choose it to be that way. Excuse me. I don't feel your side going, okay, this is too much, so we're done permanently. I don't see that. I see more kind of like, well, this is getting kind of busy. We're going to have to reallocate what's going on here. And like, I can't do as much as I used to do with you, but this is what I can and that's what I can't. So it's almost like, even if it was, well, it's almost like, you know, a certain person had a role in your life and it was very prominent. And it's kind of like they can't be that prominent role anymore. They can be a side role once in a great while, but that's it. And we both, like, it's almost like somebody that, like, you were really close with. Maybe they even became intimate with you, but then it's kind of like, we're not going to do that anymore, but we can still be friends. Like, I keep jumping back and forth between business and something else. So it's like, I don't know. For some of you, I feel like those lines actually do blur. So, but it's basically like whatever they were, maybe it was a very, you know, intense, very involved relationship, but it's going to go way down. It doesn't have to disappear, but it's not going to be anywhere near what it was. And I feel like they might make the decision kind of like, if I can't have everything, I don't want anything. And they might reject you completely. But if that's how it is, then that's on them. That's not on you. Excuse me. I feel like that's just a heads up that it could go there, where they do reject you, and they make that pass or fail decision. If it can't be anything, then I don't want anything. They might do that. I feel like that's totally on them, and if that's what they do, let that happen. I wouldn't fight it. I would just kind of be like, well, that's what it is then. Because you still have to go forward and do what you need to do. All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.